Oh my god, genuinely insane, bro. Oh, Lama-sama predicted it, man. This is freaking 2 years ago, and again, we still have a Jujutsu Kaisen, the worst fandom of all time video, bro. Come on, man. Now, yes, Lobotomy Kaisen blew up, yeah, around 2 years ago, so this makes sense. But again, it still just feels like kind of like a prediction, and just like the Jujutsu Kaisen fan base has spiraled even worse, bro. Like the memes, the slander, people are literally replacing the word potential with freaking Megumi, bro. I can't.
Spoilers. Simping. Shipping.
Bro, putting Nanami for the simping one's actually crazy, but I'll be honest, it's actually crazy with Jujutsu Kaisen. It's actually women that simp for like the anime men in this anime, right? There's Gojo, Toji, Nanami, even Sukuna.
Lobotomies. With the airing of season 2 and the manga currently in its final arc, Jujutsu Kaisen has been on fire. And
bro, I actually can't. Jujutsu Kaisen, most popular anime like out right now at this point, man.
Exploded in popularity.
Might actually be more. Actually, it's probably not as popular as One Piece, but like in terms of like new gen, #1
during the last year. It's shaping up to be one of the best new gens and is on pace to cement itself in history, and rightfully so. The series is gas, and I made sure to hop on the bandwagon after watching JJK Zero. As we all know, when a series becomes more popular, the fan base would also increase. But there are a lot of people in the world, and that means there are a lot of insane and crazed people in this world as well. And these same people happen to make up a large portion of the Jujutsu Kaisen fan base. And I believe that after season 2 released, the fans officially took the craziest fan base title from My Hero, ran with it, and never looked back. And I know you may be thinking, bro,
you know, people were actually saying something about that once My Hero Academia ended, that MHA fans literally started flocking to JJK.
But after this video, I think you'll finally see what I'm talking about. Also, there will be some manga spoilers in this video, and if you want to avoid them, I'm gonna warn you ahead of time. And speaking of spoilers, I gotta talk about the spoiling because the JJK community is notorious for doing it. The community throws out spoilers like nothing, and if you've been on any social media platform and I've seen some JJK content, most of the time there will be at least 10 people in the comments discussing manga content. And I know it's very likely that some of y'all got spoiled about manga stuff as well by JJK fans.
Actually, yeah, pretty much. Okay, here's the thing. I actually liked watching the JJK spoilers, but this one time where I literally was just scrolling on YouTube, I popped up, like I saw the Gojo panel, you know, the Kit Kat Half Joe panel, and bro, my mind felt like it exploded, bro. I couldn't process what I was seeing. Like I literally didn't know what I was seeing, bro, because it's like, it was Gojo. Gojo was the coolest anime character out. Gojo was the coolest character in Jujutsu Kaisen. So seeing him as a Kit Kat just like effed with my brain, bro.
The worst part is there are rarely any warnings to them, and you get bombarded with information you'd probably not want to hear or know about yet. When you enter this community as an anime only, you're essentially given no choice in whether you want to read the manga.
Who opens a door like that?
You're gonna learn something from it regardless. And trust me, spoilers can come in any form, whether it be through memes, straight scans of the panels themselves, action figures, or heck, even Fortnite can spoil you. And yes, I've seen people spoil others with one of the biggest twists in the series in Fortnite. Can you imagine how bad that must feel? If this was your favorite series, I wouldn't be shocked if you started tweaking out. I don't blame you. This is what happens when a
bro, it's crazy how bro, JoJo's is actually the best. It's crazy how it's not even the stand user tweaking out, but it's the literal stand itself. I think this is from part 5. Is this that blonde guy's like stand? The poisonous gas one? Was his name like Fugo or somebody? The rich kid, the guy with the rich kid backstory? I'm pretty sure this is from part 5 with like Giorno and them and the gang.
Manga series gets extremely popular. People start bugging out and they can't keep their mouth shut. Wild thing is, some of these people don't even read the manga for real. This is what a lot of people do. They read the manga through the comments or on TikTok or Twitter and then start regurgitating the—
I've seen so many comments, oh, stop watching Jujutsu Kaisen through YouTube shorts, bro. It's such a crazy meme.
Same thing over and over again. Major spoiler here, so skip here to avoid it. But the way people just started throwing out Gojo getting packed up is insane. Like, I know the chapter came out a while ago, but the anime only heads still don't know about it. And yet people just go out of their way to say Go/Joe or outright put the panel randomly in a video or something. And y'all notice that I'm getting a bit heated about this type of stuff, and it's cause I got spoiled insanely just by scrolling through the internet. Half of Shibuya and the Cullen games got revealed to me before the Mecha Mario fight even got animated. They were
Oh, okay, yeah, that's cooked. But honestly, here's the issue. Jujutsu Kaisen is so popular, it's kind of like, yeah, it's going to be hard to avoid spoilers. I don't know. I don't know why the fandom, why the community's like this, bro. I don't know.
About Nobara and Nanami before I even seen hidden inventory. Do you know how much disbelief I was in learning about all this information? And I know some may say it's my fault for being on the internet too much, but it seems that this is a constant.
Yeah, that's one of the issues. It's like if you don't want to get spoiled, it's like you're not even allowed to use the internet. It's so cooked.
With the fan base. Before I was an anime only, but let's just say nowadays I keep up with the manga week to week. And I know that this sounds crazy, but I don't even think the spoiler.
The only anime as of recently I've gotten mad about for getting spoiled on is actually, it's basically Gachi Akuda, and that's really about it. Gachi Akuda has basically a twist villain, and that's all I'm going to say. And I figured out who that twist villain is. Now, technically, they did show the twist villain at the end of Season 1, Episode 24. They technically showed who it was, but the person had a different hairstyle, so a lot of people actually didn't even notice. I remember watching anime reactors react to Gachi Akuda episode 24 and nobody knew who it was because, you know, the person had a different hairstyle.
Those are the worst part about this fan base.
But we saw like Amo in the jail cell and, you know, if you know, you know.
We're still at the tip of the iceberg for real, because the next thing we need to address is the most down bad portion of the community. The simp culture, I guess we're calling it that, of the JJK fandom actually needs to be...
Honestly, you could call it glaze as well. Simp, glaze, kind of similar-ish, I guess.
Study, because I've never seen something like this for an anime at all. Typically, it's common for an anime to have a lot of fan service, which involves
bro, Oda's going crazy with One Piece, bro. It's actually a little bit sad because like One Piece used to be kind of normal-ish, and then, you know, it used to have like normal female character designs, but now Oda's catching a lot of flack. You know, it's just Hourglass, Nami clones, etc. Like
body proportions for characters, and they're typically female characters in shonen anime, as those are typically...
Oda's kind of wilding out, bro. And it literally says heat on her shirt or whatever. Like, come on, Oda.
Targeted towards a young male demographic.
Sanji's gonna get mad at that.
However, JJK seems to be the exception to this norm. In case you haven't noticed, it seems that JJK has fan service mainly involving the men. Like,
yeah, yup. Toji, Sukuna, Gojo, Nanami.
Like, seriously, they be animating some of these men in Jujutsu Kaisen as Aki as possible. Any Toji scene has everyone gawking at him and his build. And with the anime adaptation, they just be adding OD stuff that was never in the manga for the men specifically. Great examples being Nanami and Choso.
Oh wait, for the Nanami scene, I'm guessing they added the Haruta hair grab.
Never had abs in this scene, but they decided to give him a mean six-pack in this portion. And then there's Nanami, who clearly took some type of anabolics before going to Shibuya. Before, he was the typical businessman and had a...
Nanami went so crazy in Shibuya, he was just strutting towards Haruta, like,
fairly average
wild
build. Then out of nowhere, he has mountains for shoulders, and he's pulling people by their ponytail. And
bro, what the frick, bro? What was this scene? Like, what is this, bro? Lobotomy Kaisen?
We'll get to that later. The animators have to know what they're doing. I got no problem with the added scenes because they don't affect me. But the thing is, I've never seen any group of people act this crazy over some characters besides Makima Simps. And I've also noticed that each guy in JJK...
Makima Simps is crazy, but yeah, I remember my first time reading Chainsaw Man. Yeah, the simping for Makima was outrageous. Spoiler alert, but once part 1 of the Chainsaw Man manga ended and, you know, people kind of realized Makima was evil, essentially, right? The simping went down like a little bit, but there's still like a huge community who just like barks for her and stuff. It's really pathetic.
Tends to have different types of simps ranging in craziness. They're the Toji simps who be saying the most out-of-pocket things and are completely fine with this guy freeloading off of them if it means being in his presence.
Like throughout anime as a whole, I feel like the people with the most simps are like probably Makima, Gojo, and maybe Kakashi's also up there for sure. He's kind of like the OG Gojo, and then for sure Nami and Robin from One Piece. Like for sure.
Those stands will try to convince you that he did nothing wrong and that they can fix him. And I'm here to say, you can. He will probably just call you a monkey repeatedly. And it's wild to think that some of y'all will probably like that too. The Sukuna fans just want chaos in their lives if they think sipping over this man is a good idea. Those who obsess over Choso probably be saying the craziest things in real life. Go to the comments of a Choso edit and you'll see what I'm talking about. People be saying the wildest things about his curse technique and what it'll do to them. And then when that scene of Choso breaking down came out in English dub, let's just say there were some people who enjoyed that scene quite a bit. Same thing of,
oh yeah, I remember hearing about that, but that's so weird. Like, how do you enjoy Choso literally going through mental trauma and trying to understand if Yuji's his real brother or not? Like, how does that? That's so weird, bro.
Applies to Nanami, and that ponytail scene that had everyone in a chokehold for like a week.
Like, what is it, like just some weird fetish? Like, how does Choso literally being in mental turmoil and anguish? I don't get it.
But at the end of the day, though.
And then, yeah, bro, this is crazy.
Applies to Nanami, and that ponytail scene that had everyone.
Yeah, she's an anime reactor, I'm pretty sure. But bro, what the hell, man?
In a chokehold for like a week. But at the end of the day, they'll go under the radar. Matter of fact, all of these stands go under the radar because a certain character has by far the craziest fangirls. The one and only Satoru Gojo.
Okay,
y'all saw the Pelican clip in the beginning. You know how this group be moving. And the part that scares me the most is that some of these people be dead serious too. Once Gojo took off his blindfold, I knew it was over. Everyone's a Gojo simp now, and a lot of people started to pick up JJK because of this man. And to be honest, some of y'all be taking it too far. Y'all think I'm chatting? If you really don't care about your sanity and you want to know about their crimes, go see the Gojo action figure incident video. If you know, you know. They even got Megan Thee Stallion on this Gojo train too. And to top off everything.
Oh wait, oh, that's actually cool, bro. It's crazy how huge anime is that you even have just like rappers, and like the cultures are so different, you would assume, like, right? Like rap culture and anime culture, like kind of two opposite spectrums. Anime was viewed as more like nerdy in the past. Rap music is viewed as a bit more dangerous, you know. But it's actually crazy. And yeah, Megan Thee Stallion, I believe she did dress up in like some Gojo costume, bro. Oh my god.
There is merch for the simps. I truly congratulate you for the business being successful, but that does not look like Malevolent Shrine. And when I say merchandise, I mean a wide variety of stuff. Like
Sukuna's domain in that area is crazy, bro. Sukuna's domain.
Malevolent Shrine. And when I say merchandise, I mean a wide variety of stuff. Like I can't even explain this anymore. Yeah, we're moving on. What's the next thing on the agenda? Plug the channel. Well, okay then. If you're enjoying the video thus far, you might as well subscribe because I'm gonna keep uploading videos like this in the future. Anyways, back to the video because there are more things that need to be addressed.
Okay.
You slapped me, you monkey!
I think I vaguely remember this stuff. I never really understood it.
Marry me.
Like I vaguely remember from what 1 to 3 years ago, some Sukuna Cinderella BS. I don't get the meme though. Is that Bakugo in the back? What?
I don't know if I need to spend too much time on this segment. The shipping in this series is when we start to see the crazy.
Is it just meant to be like a meme ship since Cinderella is like so pure and angelic and she's a princess and Sukuna is just an evil demon? I'm assuming that's what it is.
Aspect of the JJK community, and it almost rivals the My Hero fandom. You'll see that the cracks are starting to appear, and we haven't even gone to Lobotomy Kaisen yet. In any form of media, there's bound to be shipping. It's inevitable. However, the things that I've seen are preposterous. Like there's a whole phase of shipping JJK characters with Disney princesses, which I guess is fine, but it's like Nanami and Tiana or Gojo and Elsa. But how on earth did we get Sukuna,
Gojo and Elsa just because they both have white hair? I mean, meh.
And Cinderella together? What is the logic behind this? Y'all knew about all the things that this guy was doing.
Opposites attract. Maybe Sukuna and Cinderella would like each other.
In Shibuya, and decided to ship him with Cinderella out of all people. But that's not even the strangest ship, because the worst ones come from the ships from within the show itself. Allow me to introduce you to an extremely interesting chart I found online. These are the most popular JJK ships from Japan.
Gojo, oh, I remember this BS, bro. Gojo Yuji, Gojo Megumi. Come on, guys.
And most of them are extremely illegal. You know, they're the ones that you don't really expect. Like
the saddest part is like, bro, Megumi. Well, number one, Yuji's literally like, Gojo's Yuji's mentor, and then number two, Megumi is literally basically Gojo's son. So like
Gojo and Geto, that's a popular one. Gojo and Urahime, Gojo and Megumi.
Yeah, I know about Gojo and Urahime. I even know about Gojo and Geto. Yeah.
Wait, what? Gojo and Megami. Didn't Gojo practically raise Megami as a son? And you know there's also the fact that Megami is 15 and Gojo is 28. And this is the second most popular one, meaning there's a good amount of...
I genuinely don't get it. Is this fake or what, bro? I don't even get it. Sukuna I don't understand, bro.
People who are thinking about this ship. Number one is just as bad, and it's Yuji and Gojo, and they beat the second most popular one by more than double. And in case you forgot, Yuji's also 15 years old. Y'all see what I'm talking about now, right? Some of the other most outrageous ones feature Sukuna and Yuji, which doesn't even make...
Sukuna Yuji is like Deku all for one or something. Like, what are we talking about? That's like Deku Shigaraki or something. What are we doing, bro? Main protagonist versus main antagonist?
Makes sense, because Sukuna is easily Yuji's biggest hater. We got Yuji and Choso, who are literal brothers, Toji and Naoya, who are from the same clan, Geto and Yuji, you get the point. It's pure degeneracy. I don't know how this fanbase can actually get worse.
Now, Naoya is actually a Toji glazer.
Strongest curse, Jogoat, fought the fraud.
Oh yeah, I remember this. This was the perfect meme, bro. Fought the fraud, the king of curses, Sukuna.
The king of curses, he began to...
I honestly love the Jogo glaze because, again, he had to fight against Gojo and Sukuna, the two strongest characters in the entire universe.
Open his domain. Sukuna shrunk back in fear. Then Jogo said,
"Stand proud, Sukuna. You are strong."
Lobotomy Kaisen has to be the culmination of all the insanity that goes on within the JJK community. And in case you don't know what Lobotomy Kaisen is, it's essentially the JJK fanbase going completely insane and incoherent due to a combination of multiple things. The manga going on break, people being bored, and all the things that Gege has put his audience...
Tell me. Bro, not Mahito versus Gege Akutami. Have you ever stopped to count how many characters? Yo.
Through more specifically chapter 236. Now, after experiencing it and doing some more research, I think I've been able to pinpoint the origin of Lobotomy Kaisen, or at least its earliest form, and it all has to do with our favorite volcano-headed curse, Jogo, or as many of us know him as Jogo. Yeah. Essentially, there was this one random week after the events of 236, and people started to randomly glaze Jogo, and this infamous image of Jogo saying, "Nah, I'd win," became the next big thing. You would see people in the comments joking about Jogo calling him the strongest or whatever, and that was fine. It was all just a silly...
Honestly, Jogo actually is extremely strong. He, in the calling games, he kind of gets like outstatted, gets outstatted and out-hacked a little bit. You know, like there's just a lot of new, stronger characters, but Jogo is like, he's like a top 10, you know? I think the general JJK top 10 list is like what I would personally put Gojo number 1, but fine. I'll just say Sukuna since technically, spoiler alert, he won. So I'm gonna say Sukuna, then I'll say Gojo, then I'll say excluding Modulo, of course. So Sukuna, Gojo, then Kenjaku and Yuta. Either way, if you want to put Yuta above Kenjaku, sure, whatever. I don't care. Kenjaku and Yuta. Then after that, it's pretty much your Rozu and Yuki. And then right after that, I think it's like maybe Kashimo or somebody. If you want to put Kashimo above Yorozu and Yuki, fine, whatever. I don't care. But like that's it. That's at the very least like the top 5 to 7-ish. And then Jogo is like probably around top 9, top 10. You know, he's very strong. He's like I think Jogo might be stronger than Toji. Not sure.
Little joke. Then the manga starts to simmer down a bit and go into a back.
All I know is this: if Toji is in the top 10, then Jogo is definitely in the top 10.
Story and a fight of a character that no one really cared about. Combine this with like a 2-week break and the fans started to get a bit creative. The Jogo meme stayed strong, but then we started to see a bunch of Nah I'd Win panels with different characters. You may have already seen these before. People start cropping Dagon or JJK content creators on characters, constantly using that audio you heard earlier. But I knew it was getting really bad when these guys started memeing the finger bearer or the curse that Nobara fought in like episode 3. This wasn't even the...
Bro, what? Not this random old curse. Like, what? No.
Worst of it. We didn't even get to the worst of it. People started running out of characters to meme and started creating Nah I'd Wins, Nah I'd Winning, or Stand Proud bringing out 120% of his potential. People started even talking to themselves in the comments like they're schizophrenic. And then there were full-on statements of straight incoherence in like every comment section for a month. For example, let's try to read this sentence without getting a stroke. Are you Nah I'd Win because you left it all behind, or are you Stand Proud you're strong?
Yeah, I remember seeing YouTube comments like these all the time. Dear Lord, guys.
Because you are with this treasure I summon. It doesn't make sense at all. But like everything else, the JJK community expanded to other forms of media and real life like a virus. I don't even want to attempt to explain this one. Just watch this.
If he got racist, he might cause me a little trouble.
But would you lose?
Rosa Parks. Why?
I'd win.
Nande dayo. Nande. Why? Like, just why?
Like, how on earth did we even start to
What are these edits, though?
meme Rosa Parks out of all people? I think the singularity point for this fan base's insanity was when some of the edits were actually educational.
Bro, I feel like with the rise of internet culture and AI and memes, like celebrities as a whole or like just influential figures aren't being taken seriously anymore, bro.
I saw one about Calculus 3 and another one about astronomy. Shout outs to this guy Nethel1 because he was one of the main people I seen doing this brain rot content. I didn't even get through a third of all the stuff that Lobotomy Kaisen has in it, but I honestly don't think I'd be in a good state to create this video if I had to look at more of its content. And I'm being dead serious, bro. I seen Mahoraga oiled up the other day trying to do more research for this video. So what did we gain out of this video? We learned that the JJK fandom is not only numerous, but also criminally insane, with the most outrageous merchandise, memes, and ships that have spread like a disease to all facets of life. The question is no longer are JJK fans crazy or not. It's a question of if the JJK fandom will ever be able to recover from being the craziest fandom of today. Probably not. But are they the craziest fandom in history? Well, that's a question for another day.
Oh lord, craziest fandom in history versus craziest fandom of today. We could just put like My Hero Academia versus JJK. My Hero Academia is the craziest fandom in history, and then JJK is the craziest one of today.
Because there are some other series that would like to put their name in the hat. Thank y'all so much.
Bro, honestly, Dragon Ball the fandom used to be like really toxic apparently, man. I think JoJo's is like fake toxic, you know, like everybody loves JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. The memes are genuinely funny, like Dio asking Jonathan, how many loaves of bread have you eaten or whatever. Like, there's just so many JoJo's memes. Like, y'all know how it is. But I feel like with JoJo's, like, I feel like, again, it's a fake toxicity. I don't think people genuinely hate the JoJo's fan base. I think it's more of like a joke type of thing. Like, I don't think it's a genuine hatred. Like with My Hero Academia or Dragon Ball.
Much for watching this video, and if you made it this far, special thanks to you as well.
Yeah, great video. Well, the worst fandoms of all time, but mostly fandom, right? It's mostly JJK we talked about in this video. But yeah, Dragon Ball. There is also Dragon Ball. There is My Hero Academia, which he mentioned a little bit, and then JoJo's fake toxic. But yeah, guys, that was Lobotomy Kaisen. Yokoso watashi no Lobotomy Kaisen. Welcome to my Lobotomy Kaisen. That's a Aizen Soul Society reference if you didn't get it.